The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll run now on 2nd down. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's trying to push the field. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Short kick gathered in at the 15.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Blown back gets the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's dropping back to throw. And he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
He connects downfield on 4. And he will get the 1st as they touch him down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll run here on 1st down. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. It was a great try at that 1st down.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, the old vernacular was hybrid. The new age vocabulary, it's positionless. And you're seeing it across so many sports. When you've got an athlete, you just want to put him on the field in any position to make a play, like he just did right in the middle of it.
They pitch it out to him here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try it.
And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. And the defender comes away with it. And the Saints get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it.
And this is going to result in a safety. Give him 2 points and the ball. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine. Because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on first down. Fights off the... Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have second down behind the sticks. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now we're on the counter. He still has room inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 27. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings take a slim 2-point lead. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's racing past midfield. At the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a second quarter lead. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. This taken from the 12. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Brought in right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He rolls to his right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Saints get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
It's a gain of 12 there, and that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Now a give on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings take over deep in their own territory, down inside the 10. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now.
You just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety.
Oh, man, you know it as an offensive player, Kate. You've got to find any way, anyhow, to get yourself out of the end zone. But the defense knows it too. They just crank it up a little bit more when they've got an opportunity to score, and that's exactly what they did with that safety.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints looking down a very long field. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's touched down after a nice pick up there to get the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Trying for the deep ball. He's got it deep downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints double their lead to 14. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. This is taken in at the 13. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. Now looking to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. They are throwing it again. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. runs to the line for second down. Receiver in motion, going left. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Cut out left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3 now. From the 48. Hauled in left side. Down to the 10. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take the lead right away in half number 2. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. His return starts at the 5. Great vision, gets him across midfield. Hits the 20. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints tie this game up. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Kickoff taken at the 13. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going play action. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Headed out right. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Reichert there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. He's got the squibber. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Running back sent in motion. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Dropping back to throw. He's got it inside the 25. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Hits him on the in route. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Forced out to his right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. On the move, headed right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 2nd and goal. Setting up a throw. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Vikings are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 34. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that takes them to 3rd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
To the air, 3rd and long. He's loaded another one up. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete. And that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the 3rd quarter. On to punt on 4th down. It's Bradley Pinion. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Saints will get set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A pickup there of 39. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Pass play now. Finds him over the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earned some momentum.
Complete out to the right. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. From the red zone now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. He'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Vikings have it after forcing his fourth INT of the day.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
On first down, they'll run. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He throws a bullet deep. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. And the Vikings make the play that should win them this game. Vikings feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Connects on the crosser. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on second. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. Back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Just something off in the rhythm of the passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Riker. The 27-yard look here. Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a two-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They send a man in motion. They go play action here. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They're throwing it. He's got a man left. Off to the races, middle of the field. Makes the 15. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've